Hello everyone, this is Articles, and the Part 3. In this video, I'll be talking more about the articles and the. Okay, and an must be used before the names of professions, or they are used to indicate one of something in a group. For example, a doctor, an attorney, a teacher, an astronaut. Here are some examples for you. Number one, his uncle is a limousine driver. All right, that's his profession. Number two, Sofia is studying to be an English teacher. All right, she's studying for the profession of being an English teacher. Number three, Jeff is an experienced chef. All right, that's his profession. He's a chef. And number four, Bernadette is a great lawyer. All right, that's her profession. All right, next, we can use a, an, or the to generalize about an animal or by the entire species of animals. Now this is interesting because you can use the or a or an. Okay, so the first example, the giraffe has a very long neck. When we say the giraffe, we mean the entire species of giraffes. Okay, it's the whole species when we say the giraffe. And when we say a giraffe, like in the second example here, a giraffe has a very long neck, we mean all giraffes. A giraffe means each and every giraffe. Okay? So when we're talking about the entire species, we can use both of these. All right? We can use the indefinite a or an or the definite the. Okay? Now let's look at the article the. Typically, the article the is not used before the names of single countries, cities, and continents. Let's take a look at the examples. In number one, Tokyo is in Japan. Tokyo is a single city and Japan is a single country. So we don't use the for either one of those. And in number two, China and Singapore are in Asia. Both China and Singapore are single countries. We don't use the. And then Asia is a continent. We don't use the either. However, the is used before countries whose names suggest that the country is made up of smaller units or that the country is plural. All right, so you can see this in the two examples. So in example number one, the United States and the United Kingdom are close allies. You can see how we use the United States, or what we say the US, is one country made up of smaller units. In this case, they're states. And there's even an S on the end, so it's a plural. Okay, the United States. And the same goes for the United Kingdom, or what we say, the UK, which is actually made up of the four nations, England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. One thing that I always look at is the word united in the name of the country. If I see that united, it's probably going to take the. Okay, and let's go to the next one. Number two, the European Union and the People's Republic of China are discussing trade policies. If we look at the European Union first here, what is the European Union? It's actually a collection of countries. So we have something that's made up of smaller units. So that's why we put the in front of it. And then we look at the People's Republic of China. Now, in this particular case, the word republic is in the name. And usually if the word republic is in there, it takes the. So in this case, it's the People's Republic of China, which is actually its official name. People call it China, just China, like single, that one word, China. There's no article, there's no the. All right, it's tricky, right? Another example like that is Singapore. People just call the country Singapore, but the official name is the Republic of Singapore. You see, the is in that name. So it depends on how you use the name. Now, for bodies of water, we frequently add the to rivers, oceans, and seas. Let's look at the examples. In number 1, Charles A. Lindbergh flew across the Atlantic Ocean in 1927. In this case, we're talking about the Atlantic Ocean, and we put the in front of it. Okay? In number 2, we have the Nile River empties into the Mediterranean Sea. So we have the river, right? We put the in front of the Nile. Most of the time people just call it the Nile. And we have a sea. We have the Mediterranean Sea. So we use the in front of sea. And just one more thing I want to add. When you see a map, there's usually no articles on the map when we're looking at the countries or the rivers or the seas or the oceans, okay? So don't get confused. It's only for maps. When you see a map, like the map you see right here, you see, there's no the in front of all these places. Okay? And finally, we come to single mountains. We don't usually add the to them, okay? But for groups of mountains, we do add them. Let's look at the examples. In number 1, Mount Fuji is located in Japan. You see, Mount Fuji, there's no article, there's no the there, okay? It's a single mountain. But in number 2, you see, the Rocky Mountains are a major mountain range located in North America. So we have the Rocky Mountains, which are plural, and we use the. Okay, got it? Okay, that's all for this video. I hope this video helped you, and I hope this series on articles will help you in your journey through the wonderful world of articles. Articles Part 4 is coming up next. And remember what I always say, keep practicing. See you next time.